If you're a parent, do you have a village? And does it come with strings attached? It's time for a little Sunday morning reset and chit chat. Today's topic, of course, having a village. When you're raising kids, it is so helpful to have people around you that can just give you a little bit of a break. And right now, that is a very hotly debated topic about whether or not a village even exists in the States. Because for a lot of parents, there is no one they can rely on unless they're paying for it. So they have to do it all by themselves. The other day, my dad said to me, well, you chose to have these kids, so just deal with it. Because I had an extremely rough day with both of the kids whining. And let me tell you, there is nothing in this world that triggers me more than my kids whining. By the time my husband got home and my dad was with him that day, I just felt like I needed a little bit of a break. And this right here is what sparked the debate about a village. Let's rewind about 30 years and go to the other side of the world, to the country that I'm from, to Estonia. When my parents were raising us, we lived with my mom's parents, and my dad's parents were very close by. On the street that we lived, there were so many kids that were our age that always just roamed around the streets without adult supervision and hung out together. It was sort of like a built-in village for the kids to just be. Not only that, I also vividly remember, since I was about 2 years old, my grandparents, because my parents would go to work, leaving me and my sister to just play in the backyard. I'm sure they had eyes on us every now and then, but we would play in the backyard for hours without anyone intervening. That's a huge cultural difference, because I cannot even imagine leaving my daughter alone for a couple seconds without my eyes on her outside here in the States. It's not possible. And as far as grandparents go, they're not here. We don't live with them. Mike's parents live about an hour and a half south, and we're very, very lucky that they come to visit us once or twice a week as much as they can, because they are elderly. And my parents, well, they live on the other side of the world. I don't know whether to say thankfully or unfortunately. They have both been laid off recently because of the weird economy that's going on in Europe. So they've both been able to come visit us here. But flying my parents out here is expensive, and they can only stay for a certain amount of time. And as far as the neighborhood of kids goes, you find a home here in the States where you can afford to live. And if you happen to have neighbors that have kids, you're very lucky, but there are no kids in our neighborhood anywhere. Plus, the whole roaming around the streets with your friends thing, again, not even an option here. So that type of village, or the parental village, yeah, those are kind of non-existent on this side of the world. And again, we are extremely lucky because Mike also has an aunt and a sister that love spending time with Freya. And my toddler really is the one that needs the attention right now, because the baby is not quite ready to be left with anyone but mommy, because he's a booby baby. In any case, our kids are little right now, and this is the reason why I feel like we need more support than usual. And although I do feel like we have a little bit of a village, it's not quite the same as it would be in Estonia. Now tell me,